You wanna come up? Yeah. Whew. Hi everyone. So last week I was feeling a little bit low. I think I was partly because of like just maybe like seasonal changes and just partly being burnt out, but I was part of a focus group meeting. Okay, it was all online. Okay, the company who I did it for, it doesn't matter. It was with a group of other YouTubers, okay, from all over the world. And I think there was about 4 of us, I could be wrong. But basically in the focus discussion group, some services were being shared and it was just asking like what are our thoughts of it, you know, as content creators. To sum it in a nutshell, do you ever feel like there are times when there's like a party or like a get together and if you weren't there, you wouldn't really be missed because you don't really have a whole lot of insight to offer? That was how it felt for me. I think I've always sort of like known, I don't really do a lot of focus discussion groups, but I thought, oh heck, you know, why not? But now that I did it, and I'm so glad I did, the people there were so lovely. But I think it just made me realize just how out of touch I am. These creators are still so passionate about what they do, and obviously they have a lot of thought in their production in terms of like how they film it, the quality, how they edit it. And I think it was just one of those moments where I just felt a bit silly. I've never been great at editing, to be fair. For what I do, I use a handheld camera. I still edit using iMovie. So the meeting only lasted like 30 minutes, but I remember like finishing it and just feeling a little bit crap. So I spent some time feeling quite crap about it. And then like the more I thought about it, the more I realized how lucky I actually am. I feel so lucky that I stumbled on YouTube at 2008 because back then there were less creators and now there's like millions of them, right? Back then a webcam could suffice, right? And now, you know, because YouTube is viewed mostly on the television, right? You're really looking for high production values. Back then it was more of a chronological feed, right? So it just showed you in order. And these days there's the algorithm, right? Like social media platforms make you play the game where, you know, to get on the algorithm, people have to share and like and, you know, all that stuff that wasn't as important before. So I was like, thank goodness that was a time that I joined YouTube. Yeah, I think I realized now there's a bigger demand, like production wise, not just, you know, what you use to film, but how you edit, really sharp editing skills, and all from like a solo creator. And I was just thinking, if I had burnout then, like 15 years ago, surely today is just even harder, right? Even like social media platforms, it was fine just having 1 or 2, right? And now it's not just YouTube, right? It's like TikTok, your Instagram, or your X or whatever, just so you stay relevant. And I realized it's not just that I can't do it the way I used to anymore. I cannot do it the way that's demanded right now. Things weren't even half as demanding then. Yeah, so I was feeling a bit crap for a few days, until I realized, oh my goodness, Linda, you should be so flippin' grateful. But I should also give myself some credit. Because back then there were no courses, there were no coaches to teach you how to be a content creator, right? Like we didn't know, but somehow like we figured out how to build an audience. So I should still give myself some credit there. It's just that I'm not the same person that I was 15 years ago. So it makes sense my content isn't the same as 15 years ago. So yeah, I start asking myself like, what do I want? So what I have in my laptop is I want to live a creative life. I actually don't want social media to dominate my life anymore. content to be made as expression rather than production. And yeah, just want to go back and feeling the joy of playing again and creating. I'm honoring the shift and that I'm evolving and letting my content evolve, even though it may not resonate with as many as it used to. But I do want to live an authentic life, and this means creating authentically. So maybe it's not that I'm less passionate. I wrote maybe I'm just passionate about different things. And it doesn't always mean loss, it means pivot. I'm here to create. I still want to help if there's any way I can make your day a little bit lighter and brighter for you. Which brings me to what I want to talk about. Sorry, it's been very roundabout to get here. My main channel, Bubzvlogz Beauty. Bubzvlogz Beauty was my baby, and I've been uploading very sporadically on that channel. I think the last time I uploaded, you're probably talking years. I think Bubzvlogz Beauty means a lot for me. I felt like my vlog channel just felt like a less pressurized place to be. My main channel was a beauty channel, right? And I just felt like there were more expectations on that channel. So for a while, I was just almost kind of like scared, or at least I didn't want to. It felt daunting to upload there because I'm no longer making beauty content. I still love beauty, but I'm not passionate enough these days to really make content about it. That channel is the very reason I'm here today. And yeah, I just think I would love to face my fears a little bit more and not make it so grandiose. Yeah, I think I would like to upload on Bubzvlogz Beauty again. And in a way now, it doesn't feel so scary. This is what I've written here. I want to create space, create for myself and others like me. If I were to upload on Bubzvlogz Beauty channel again, for a lot of you guys, it might just be, okay, it's just, you know, the same. I would like to ask, like, what sort of content would you like? When I first started off with Bubzvlogz Beauty, I set out with good intentions, but being naive is like a superpower. If you've never been hurt before, you're quite invincible. And I felt like I was very invincible until, you know, I got burned along the way. Since then, I've sort of been doing a lot of self-reflecting videos on my vlog channel and just sort of unpacking it, going along. But Bubzvlogz Beauty has always been a channel where the invincible Lindy, full of positivity, who's never been burnt before, was giving advice when she didn't really know a whole lot. You know, she hadn't really experienced a lot. So in a lot of ways, I can't really relate with the Lindy from my Bubzvlogz Beauty channel anymore, but she is the reason why I'm here. I don't know why I'm speaking like this, but you get me, right? What I'm saying is I would love to keep creating and not being so afraid. How would you like me to do it? I know right now in my vlog channels, I have or incorporated. Would you prefer my Bubzvlogz Beauty channel to just stick all my art stuff there, where I make proper tutorials there? Or do you like that I sort of just have it in vlogs? Do you want to dive more into life after like divorce? Yeah, I would really love to know your thoughts. I read something and I screenshotted it and I want to read it back to you because I felt like it resonated so much. One of the best things my therapist told me was, if you leave every social interaction over analyzing what you said and how you came across, which is, I think that's what I did, that's not just overthinking, it's often a sign of chronic masking. You weren't taught to just exist, you were taught to perform. Yeah. We should be okay with just existing. So yeah, thank you so much for watching all the way here. Your company means a lot, and I will speak to you very soon. Hello everyone. So my camera ran out of battery and then I got sick. So this is a whole week later, although I'm still wearing the same t-shirt. So hope you don't mind the really nasally voice. I've got my tissues right here. So yeah, in conclusion, comparison really is the thief of joy. We all are meant to shine in our own ways. I have never been amazing at makeup. I
was never great at editing. I never like looked at my analytics. I never scheduled my videos to maximize performance. Here's where I wrote where I shine, I think. I think I shine at letting myself be vulnerable. Yeah, and we're meant to have like our own seasons, right? Where certain things or goals or phases in life gives us joy and meaning, and it's okay for things to change. We're not meant to stay the same for the whole duration in our lives. Going forward, my editing is still gonna suck, as my son calls it, mid. But it will be enough to get like points across. Yeah, let me know if you would prefer the art videos to go back to Bub's Beauty, where I was always. And I figured it might be easier for other people who want to explore art, find those videos easier, I suppose. I could still have like art content, little paint-alongs in the vlog channel, but maybe like for specific tutorials, it would be more on the Bub's Beauty channel. But going forward, for Bub's Beauty and for Bubzvlogz, it's just gonna be a safe place of being present, romanticizing life, and most importantly, living creatively. If you've made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for listening to me ramble, and I will speak to you very, very soon.